Hello everyone, welcome to Brilliant Bankers. In today's session, we will be discussing about digital banking, that is a lesson on internet or online banking in India, which is for the certificate examination in digital banking. In the previous session, we have discussed about the history, and here about the history. Coming to the history of internet banking in India is a fascinating journey that reflects the country's transition from the traditional banking methods to the digital age. So, here's a detailed exploration of the key milestones in the Indian banking industry or the Indian online banking industry. Coming to the early 2000s, wherein the introduction of the online banking took place. The roots of the internet banking in India can be traced back to early 2000s when a few progressive banking or banks took the initiative to introduce online banking services. During this period, the internet was gaining widespread acceptances, and the bank saw an opportunity to leverage the technology to enhance the customer convenience. In 2001, ICICI Bank started their iNet banking, that is the internet banking. ICICI Bank, one of the leading private sector bank in India, played a pioneering role in the adoption of the internet banking. In 2001, ICICI Bank launched its online banking platform called the iNet banking, which is on date called the net banking or the internet banking. This marked a significant milestone as it allowed customers to perform various banking transactions and access to their account information from the comfort of their homes and offices. During the period 2004 to 2006, there was a regulatory framework. The Reserve Bank of India, the country's central bank, recognized the growing significance of technology in banking and started formulating guidelines to regulate these internet banking operations. The RBI introduced comprehensive guidelines in phase covering aspects such as the security standards, the customer authentication, and different risk management that is to be taken care of. In the mid 2000s, there was an expansion and adoption of the same, which witnessed a broader acceptance of the internet banking among the banks and the customers. Several other banks, including the State Bank of India and the HDFC, also launched their online banking platforms, expanding the reach of digital services to customers, wherein the customers increasingly embrace the convenience of conducting transactions and accessing the banking services online. During the period 2008 to 2010, there was a emergence of the mobile banking. Around this time, the proliferation of the mobile banks led to the emergence of the mobile banking from that of the internet banking. So banks began developing mobile applications which allowed their customers to perform banking activities using their smartphones. This integration of the mobile banking further accelerated the shift towards digital banking channels. In 2010s or the starting of the 2010s, there was advancements and integration. This subsequent decade saw a continuous advancement in the internet banking technology. Banks in India now integrated more sophisticated features like that of the electronic fund transfers, bill payments, online loan applications, and also investment services into their online platforms. User interfaces were improved to enhance the overall customer experience, also not as the older days. And then came the demonetization. That was in the 2016, wherein there was a digital push. In 2016, the Indian government's demonetization move, which involved the invalidation of high denomination currency notes, served as a catalyst for adoption of digital payments and the banking services. The increased focus on digital transactions encouraged banks to further invest in and promote the internet banking platforms. And then came the present day or the current time, which is the fintech integration and the innovations in it. As of the present day, internet banking in India continues to evolve with the integration of fintech solutions, artificial intelligence, and also the blockchain chain technology. Banks are continuously innovating to provide a seamless and a secure digital banking experience. And customers have come to expect a wide range of services that are available at their fingertips. So, the history of internet banking in India reflects a transformative journey that is from the initial steps in the early 2000s to the present day landscape where the digital banking has become an integral part of the financial ecosystem. The story so continues to unfold as the technology continues to shape the future of the banking in India. Coming to the products and futures in internet banking, we can take it as a online access also. So certainly internet banking offers a wide range of products and features that has transformed the way the individuals manage their finances. As an overview of the key products and features, we can highlight some like the online account access, wherein users can check their account balances, view their transaction history, and monitor their activities in real time. Also, the e-statements, wherein the access of electronic versions of the bank statements, providing a paperless and eco-friendly options. Coming to fund transfers, the intra-bank transfers, the transfer funds between the accounts within the same day seamlessly, not as in the earlier cases wherein the check used to be deposited and you used to get it in your account in 2 days to 15 days. If it is a intracity or a intercity check, there used to be a difference. Interbank transfers, wherein sending money to accounts held in different banks using the NEFT or the IMPS facilities. For the bill payment facilities, utility bill payments, paying the electricity, water, gas, and other utility bills online is possible due to this digital banking facility. The credit card payments, wherein conveniently settle credit card bills through the internet banking platform, and also top up your prepaid mobile phones account directly through the online banking. You also have the investment services like the mutual funds and the SIPs. To invest in the mutual funds and set up a systematic investment plans online, you can use it. Also, there are fixed deposits and the recurring deposits, wherein you open and manage a fixed deposit and recurring deposit with ease on a online platform. It is also being used for online trading, wherein some banks offer integrated online trading platforms for buying and selling of stocks and securities also. Coming to the loan and credit facilities as a future of online banking, you can apply for personal loans, home loan, or car loans online. You can also check your credit card statements. You can pay their bills. You can also manage their card transactions. You can also go for the alerts and notifications that you need at the time, or you can also pick up the alerts and notifications that are required, wherein you will receive the real time notifications for transactions, ensuring the users stay informed about their account activities. Also, you get the balance alert wherein you set alerts for the low balances or when certain transaction thresholds are being reached. Coming to the mobile banking integration. In the mobile banking integration, many banks offer seamless integration with their mobile banking apps, allowing users to switch between devices effortlessly. You also use a fingerprint or the facial recognition for a secure login. With all these, there is also a security feature wherein you use a two-factor authentication to enhance the security with the two-step verification during login or for the transactions. You also have a secure messaging to communicate securely with the bank through the encrypted messaging within the internet banking platforms. And last but not the least, you also have a customer support wherein some platforms offer real-time chat support to assist users with the queries, and you also have a FAQ and tutorials access at a repository of frequently asked questions and the tutorials for self-help. Coming to the virtual services, you can generate one time or a temporary virtual credit card number for online transactions, enhancing your security for the credit transactions. It also helps in, and also the virtual keyboards, which help input sensitive information using the on screen keyboards to prevent the keyloggers. By showcasing all these products and features, or by all these products and features, we can come to a comprehensive understanding of a convenience and a flexibility and security that internet banking brings to the financial lives of each of us. And coming to the profitability of the digital banking services for the banks. The profitability of the internet banking for banks is multifaceted, except that involves the cost savings, revenue generation, and enhanced customer engagement. So, coming to the points, it helps in cost saving, operational efficiency. In the case of operational efficiency, internet banking significantly reduces the need for physical infrastructure, such as brick and mortar branches and manual paperwork. This leads to substantial cost saving in terms of rent, utilities, and staffing. It also helps in transaction processing. Automated online transactions require fewer resources than the traditional in-person transactions, which reduces the operational cost of the banks. So there is a very big help for cost saving in the banking sector. Coming to the revenue generation, increased customer base, which helps in the internet banking, allows banks to reach a broader customer base, including those in remote areas. This expansion can lead to an influx of new customers, contributing to the increased revenue streams. It also helps in the cross selling opportunities, wherein the banks can leverage the online platform to promote and cross sell various financial products and services such as the loans, credit cards, and the investment options, thereby boosting overall revenue in the industry. It also helps in customer retention and loyalty, wherein by providing customers with the convenience of banking from anywhere at any time, enhancing the customer satisfaction and loyalty. It encourages the customers to stick with the bank for the financial needs, and it also helps by giving a personalized services through the internet banking platforms, allowing for a delivery of personalized services and targeted offer based on customer preferences and behavior, fostering stronger relationship with the customer. Coming to the operational streamlining, efficient transaction processing or the automation of routine transaction processes through the internet banking reduces the turnaround time for services. So, this operational efficiency positively impacts customer experience and satisfaction. It also helps in the 24/7 availability, where internet banking ensures the round the clock availability of the services, enabling customers to access their accounts, make transactions, and seek information at any time of their own. Coming to the cost effective customer service, which has happened due to digital or the online banking. There's an online support channel wherein the internet banking platform often integrates chat supports, FAQs, and other online resources, reducing the need for extensive customer service call centers and associate costs. On date, is being used for the same thing, wherein even a lesser number of people are being engaged. The automated processes, many routine queries and tasks, such as updating personal information or checking account balances, can be automated through the internet banking, further reducing the workload on the customer service team. The innovation and the competitive edge, which has come through the profitability of the banks, that is by the adoption of technology. Banks that invest in and embrace the innovative technologies for their internet banking platforms stay ahead in the competitive landscape. This is not only attract the tech savvy customers but also positions the bank as a forward thinking institution. Data analytics and the insights. With the help of this, the bank is able to analyze the customer behavior, wherein the internet banking platform generates vast amount of data, wherein banks can leverage advanced analytics to gain insights into the customer behavior, preferences, and trends, enabling them to make informed decisions for targeted marketing and product development. So, internet banking is not just a convenience for customers but also a strategic tool that contribute significantly to a bank's profitability and overall growth in the competitive and financial landscape. Now let's see what are the type of frauds that happen in digital or online banking. Coming to the risk management frauds. Risk management in internet banking is crucial to the safeguarding financial institutions and customers from the various threats. Similarly, understanding the types of fraud that occur in internet banking is essential. So the main type of frauds are phishing, account takeover, identity theft, man in the middle attacks, or activities such as that. Let's discuss about them in a brief thing. What is phishing? Wherein the fraudsters create the fake websites or emails that mimic the legitimate ones to trick users into providing sensitive information. So, what is the prevention that is being taken? Customer education, the email filtering, and secure website indicators are being used by the banks for the same thing to prevent phishing of the customers. The account takeover thing. Attackers gain unauthorized access to the user's account by stealing the login credentials. This is why it is being said that the login credentials is not to be shared with anyone, or the login credentials are to be so secure with all type of characters, with different type of characters, the numericals and alphabets. So multi-factor authentication, strong password policies, and monitoring for unusual login activities are being used for the prevention of the same. Identity thefts. Criminals use the stolen personal information to impersonate the individuals and conduct fraudulent transactions. To prevent the same thing, a secure handling of customer data, identity verification processes, and the customer education is being carried forwarded by maximum banks. But I don't, I'm not, I can't surely say that it's being done successful. The man in the middle attacks or the MITM attacks. These are wherein the hackers intercept and alter communication between the two parties, often without the knowledge. To prevent the same thing, encryption or the secure communication channels and the regular audits are made done. The card not present fraud, wherein the fraudulent transactions occur without the presence of the card, often in online purchases, where you save the card details. Enhance authentication for the same, transaction monitoring and address verification of the transaction is being done to prevent the same thing. Coming to the malware attacks. Malicious software infects a user's device to steal sensitive information or manipulate the transaction, where an antivirus software or a regular software update and user education can save the customer from the malware attacks. Not only the customer, even the bank from the same thing. Coming to the ransomware. Ransomware is a kind of malware which encrypts a user's file or system, and the attacker demands a ransom for the same, for decryption. So automatically what we have to do for this is a regular backup, a robust cyber security measure that is having a very good antivirus, and employee training on avoiding the malicious links are to be given. What are the insider threats in the type of frauds? Wherein the employees are the trusted individuals within the organization misuse their access for fraudulent activities. So how can that be prevented? Strict access controls or employee training and monitoring of unusual activities are to be done to prevent the same. So these are the type of frauds that normally take place in digital or the internet banking. What are they? They are the phishing, the account takeover, identity theft, man in the middle attacks, the card not present fraud, malware attacks, ransomware, and the insider threats. Now let's discuss about the risk management of the same frauds in internet banking. Coming to the risk management, the cyber security measures that are to be taken. It's like the firewalls and the intrusion detection systems, wherein we employ robust firewalls and the IDS to protect against unauthorized access and cyber attacks. We also have a strong encryption algorithm to ensure data transmission between the customer's device and the bank servers. Using the authentication protocols, A multi-factor implementation of the multi-factor authentication to add an extra layer of security, requiring the users to provide multiple form of identification helps in it. The biometric authentication also, such as the fingerprints or facial recognition, is used for secure user identification. The secure access controls. In this case, the role-based access control, that is define and enforce access permissions based on roles and responsibilities of to limit the unauthorized access to the locations, and also the session timeouts automatically logging out users after a particular period of inactivity to prevent unauthorized access in the case the user forgets to log out of a system. Regular security audits. This is by the penetration testing. Conduct regular penetration testing to identify and address vulnerabilities in the system. Also, by doing the security audits, regularly audit the security infrastructure and protocols to ensure compliance with the industry standards and other best practices. Coming to the fraud detection systems, wherein the banks implement systems that analyze user behavior to identify anomalies or suspicious activities by the use of machine learning and AI, wherein they leverage advanced technologies to detect patterns indicative of fraudulent activities. Again, coming to the customer education and awareness, the phishing awareness, wherein the bankers, educate customers about the phishing scams and how to recognize fraudulent emails or websites. The security training by providing resources and training to the customers on the best practices for secure online banking. The last thing is the incident response plan, wherein a crisis management, it is wherein crisis management, we develop a comprehensive incident response plan to address security breaches promptly and effectively. Also, by establishing the communication protocols, clear communication protocols to inform the customers about the security incidents and the steps that are being taken to address them. So, by implementing robust risk management practices and by staying vigilant against various types of frauds, banks can create a secure environment for both themselves and their customers in the realm of the internet banking. So, these are the different type of frauds and the risk management systems that are being carried in banks for the digital or the internet banking. So, what is the future of internet banking in India? The future of internet banking is expected to be shaped by the ongoing technological advancements, changing consumer preferences, and the evolving financial landscape. Also, the several trends are likely to influence the evolution of the internet banking in the coming years. They are going to have an enhanced digital experience, wherein internet banking platforms will focus on user centric design, providing seamless and intuitive interfaces to enhance the overall digital banking experience. It will also have an increased personalization through AI and machine learning, which will allow banks to perform better in a better way by tailoring services based on the individual customer preferences and behaviors. The advanced technologies, wherein blockchain technology may see increased adoption for secure and transparent transactions, reducing the fraud and enhance trust in the artificial intelligence and learning also, wherein they will play a crucial role in fraud detection, risk management, and customer services, providing more accurate and efficient solutions. It is also through the open banking, wherein open banking initiatives will lead to the increased collaboration and interoperability among the financial institutions. The API integration will enable the sharing of financial data, the fostering the development of new innovative financial products and services. Also, customers will have the option to access a broader range of financial services through the third party providers, creating a more competitive and dynamic market. Coming to the mobile banking dominance, the dominance of mobile banking is expected to continue, with banks adopting a mobile first approach and offering feature rich applications also. The integration of the mobile wallets and the contactless payment solutions will become more widespread, catering to the demand for convenient and secure transactions. Coming to the biometric security, biometric authentication methods such as the fingerprint and facial recognition will become more prevalent for secure access to the internet banking services. Continuous monitoring of user behavior is the need of the day for better usage of the same. And coming to the same thing, the biometrics for ongoing authentication will enhance the security measures for the day. Coming to the cyber security measures, cyber security measures will continue to evolve with advanced threat detection technologies and proactive risk management strategies as new threats start coming on a day to day basis. Coming to the sustainability and ESG integration, cyber security measures, and coming to the sustainability and the ESG integration, banks may emphasize environmentally sustainable practices, integrating environmental, social governance criteria into their operations and services. The financial inclusion, coming for the tech for financial inclusion, continued efforts to leverage the technology for financial inclusion ensures that a broader population has access to the banking services, the voice and the conversational banking. The rise of voice activated banking services, leveraging technologies like natural language processing for customers integration. The future of internet banking is likely to be dynamic, shaped by the ongoing interplay of technological innovation, regulatory changes, and also the customers' expectations. Banks that adapt to these trends and embrace the technological advancements are poised to offer more secure, convenient, and personalized services to their customers. Coming to the cryptocurrencies and the central bank digital currencies, the CBDCs. So, cryptocurrency integration. Some banks may explore integrating cryptocurrencies into their services, providing customers with options for digital asset. Maybe in the future, not now. The CBDC, central bank has already introduced a digital version of their currency, that is the rupee, e-rupee, potentially influencing the way the digital transactions are to be conducted. So, what are the do's and the don'ts in that of the internet banking? Coming to the do's, we have to use a strong password. Wherein we create a complex password that include a mix of upper and lowercase numbers and special characters. We also change your password regularly and avoid using easily guessable information like names and, or birthdays. I know that as bankers we are all clear about these things, but this is just a go through for what are the do's and don'ts. I'll be just giving a mild go through only. Enabling the multi-factor authentication, wherein we activate the multi-factor authentication whenever possible to add an extra layer of security for online banking accounts. Regular monitoring of the account activity. We regularly review the account statements and transactions to detect any unauthorized or suspicious activities. Keep the software and security features updated. Regularly update the computer, the mobile devices, and banking apps to ensure that we have the latest security patches. Also, enable the automatic updates for our operating system, the antivirus software, and other security tools that are being used. Use a secure Wi-Fi connections. We should ensure that we always use a secure and password protected Wi-Fi connection for any banking transactions, and also avoid accessing sensitive information using the public Wi-Fi networks as they may not be secure. Verify the website security also. We have to check for the HTTPS in the website URL and look for a padlock symbol to ensure the website is secure. Avoid clicking on links in emails. Instead, type the bank's URL directly into the browser for the access. Log out after each and every session. Always we have to log out of your internet banking sessions when we have completed our transactions. Educate ourselves about scams and educate each and every person around us about the scams. We have to stay informed about the common online scams such as phishing and be cautious about clicking on the links or providing the personal information. We also have to verify the authenticity of communications from the banks through the official channels before taking any action. Also, set a strong security question wherein we can educate ourselves about the scams. Set strong security questions. Choose security questions with answers that are not easily guessable and only we or you know that. Also, avoid using information that can be found on the social media or publicly accessible sources. Regularly reviewing the privacy settings. Review and update of the privacy settings on banking websites to control the information shared and access is to be done on a regular mode. Also, be cautious about sharing personal information on the social media platforms that could be used for the account recovery. Also, coming to the don'ts that are not to be done while using the internet banking system. Never or don't share the personal information. Never share sensitive information like the passwords, pins, or account details with anyone, including family members. And never respond to unsolicited emails or messages requesting the personal information. Also, avoid public computers for banking. Never access your internet banking accounts from a public computer or shared devices. Also, login. Also, never save login credentials on public computers as this may pose us as a security risk. Also, avoid using weak passwords. Using easily guessable passwords such as password or a sequential number is easily fetchable by any person. Never click on any suspicious links. Never click on links in emails or messages that seem suspicious or lead to unfamiliar websites. Also, never download attachments or click on pop ups from unverified sources. Never forget to log out. Never leave your internet banking session open or unattended, especially on shared computers. And also, never assume that closing the browser window is equivalent to logging out. Also, avoid using Wi Fi for sensitive transactions, that is, the public Wi Fi. Never ever conduct sensitive banking transactions while connected to the public Wi-Fi networks. That is the Wi-Fi networks in your railway stations or in your bus stand or in a park or something like that. And never use unsecured Wi-Fi for logging into internet banking account. And also don't ignore the security alerts. Never disregard security alerts or notifications from your bank. Investigate and address them properly. And never store your passwords in the browser. Never allow browsers to save or remember your internet banking passwords. And never use the same passwords for both your internet banking account and the email account. Also, avoid trusting unverified contacts. Never ever trust unsolicited emails or phone calls claiming to be from your bank. Verify through the official channels and never share any OTPs or verification codes with unknown entities. And don't use the public terminals. Accessing to internet banking from public terminals or shared devices is not as safe as they may store the sensitive information. And finally, never save login credentials on public terminals. So, following these do's and don'ts will help the users navigate the online banking landscape safely and protect their financial information from potential threats. So, it is essential to stay vigilant, informed, and proactive in adopting secure practices for internet banking. So with that, we have come to the any questions or comments. Please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Your feedback is invaluable to us. This is Nishan signing off from Brilliant Bankers. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel, The Brilliant Bankers. Jai Hind.